I have been waiting for this moment for 6 years! At the Xbox showcase, Atlus finally showed footage of Project ReFantazio, now titled Metaphor ReFantazio. This game was announced 6 friggin' years ago, and now it's finally on the way. After seeing this trailer, I am beyond hyped for what Atlus has shown us. This looks like a truly next-gen Atlus game, the next evolution in the Persona style, and I am incredibly bewildered. Right from the get-go, this game looks like a dramatic departure from what Atlus has done before in this style. Instead of a more modern times aesthetic like Persona, or a world ravaged by demons like Shin Megami Tensei, this game is a full-on fantasy game. There are fairies, giant monsters used as vehicles, and massive cities straight out of something like Fullmetal Alchemist, among other awesome-looking settings and designs. This seems to be contrasted with other anachronistic elements like hoverboards and some more modern-style outfits. Another interesting aspect of the setting is the question posed at the very beginning of the trailer. What if the world we live in today is their utopia? What this suggests to me is that the world this game takes place in is somewhat of a dystopia, despite how beautiful it is. Why would you aspire to be like our world? Makes me ask myself, so why is that? What happened to this world to make it this way? Throughout the trailer, there are elements of the story that suggest to me there's some kind of political elements going on, so I'm intrigued to find out what's going on in the story. Speaking of the story, I have to be honest and say that I have zero clue what is going on here, but in the best way. This is peak Atlus, showing us the bare essentials to get you interested in the world, but also excited to find out more. From what I can tell, there's a very interesting system that governs this world. Candidates for the throne must garner faith from the citizenry, like a religion, and whoever has the most faith will ascend to the throne. You can see orange energy coming out of the citizens of the city and going into this massive thing in the sky. The trailer also mentioned a king being killed in his own bed, so who knows what's going on there. The main gist of the game seems to be that our main protagonist is trying to become the king of the world, but who knows at this stage. I'm extremely excited to find out more about this world and how the story plays out. Visually, this game looks phenomenal. It just feels like an extension of the Persona 5 style, but in a fantasy aesthetic. Just look at this pause screen, for example. Soejima's painterly style is on display here, and it is cracked. The entire menu follows this design aesthetic, and so does the HUD. It feels straight out of a fantasy book, but with a twist. I'm absolutely in love with this style. The trailer shows very little in the way of gameplay, but what it does show is supremely impressive. This seems to be an evolution of the Persona gameplay style with a bunch of new twists. There's exploration, either done on foot or on your hoverboard. Exploration also seems to be very important, similar to Shin Megami Tensei 5, as multiple scenes are shown of the main character exploring various large locations. The world seems to be pretty massive and visually beautiful, as is typical with Atlus games in this style. The world map appears to show multiple cities able to explore. There also seems to be some kind of social stats system, split into courage, wisdom, tolerance, eloquence, and imagination. On top of this, there appears to be a social link system called bonds. You can see the main character make a new bond in this scene, with there being a total of 7 ranks. We'll have to see if the system works the same as the social links in Persona. Battles appear to feature a turn order system. Think something like the Trails series, where your turn order between the enemies and your characters is displayed on the screen and presumably can be altered with various gameplay techniques. You can see health and some kind of SP system on the HUD as well. There are cinematic moves with tons of visual flair. There's not much battle footage in this trailer, but what is shown has me sold already. I'm looking forward to seeing more footage of this game so we can dissect it further. You have to remember, the last big Atlus game in this style was Shin Megami Tensei 5, which was on the Nintendo Switch. The game looked beautiful, but it was held back by the Switch. And then before that, there was Persona 5, which is literally a PS3 game that's just been updated over and over. This is a truly next-gen Atlus game built for modern consoles, and it shows. Also, I just want to point out, there's a red-haired, long-hair elf waifu. I am winning! Overall, Metaphor ReFantazio looks absolutely incredible in just this short trailer. It may have taken a long time to get here, but God, I am so excited now. I've been waiting for something to truly fill the Persona 5-sized hole in my heart, and this game just might be the one to do it. 2024 can't come sooner.